Auctioneer, Jeremy Pyatt, Realtor Auctioneer, Christian County Farm Bureau, Hamlin Jones Excavating and Drainage, Ayers Bank in Moweaqua, First National Bank of Taylorville, and Harlow Industrial Services.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. State Representative Brad Holbrook of Shelbyville says lawmakers in Springfield don't always immediately see the impact of the decisions they make. Holbrook said policies passed at the Capitol can take months, years, or even decades before their full effects are realized. But he noted the state is now seeing what he calls the cumulative impact of those decisions over time.
Policies that have given Illinois some of the highest property taxes in the nation, that have driven up the cost of living, including the highest gas taxes. Policies that have left too many of our K-12 students struggling to read and do math at grade level. Policies that have failed to address rising concerns about crime and public safety in many of our communities. So what is the result of this? In just 1 year, 2023, Illinois lost 56,000 residents. Along with them went $6 billion worth of adjusted gross income. These aren't talking points. This is the reality of living in Illinois. And when we break that number down, it becomes even more concerning.
Holbrook said many of those leaving Illinois are high-income earners. According to data he cited, about 60% of those who have left the state earned more than $100,000 per year, accounting for roughly 90% of the lost income.
That means more than $16 million a day is walking out the door every single day, headed for greener pastures. And yes, the grass is greener somewhere else. 56,000 people who left in 2023 are proving that. These are families, entrepreneurs, and small business owners, the very people we depend on to invest in our communities, create jobs, and support our local economies. And where are they going? States with lower tax burdens and fewer barriers, places like Florida and Texas. Even our neighboring states like Indiana, Missouri, and Wisconsin are gaining at our expense.
He added that, in his view, taxes remain the primary reason individuals and businesses are leaving Illinois. Holbrook also criticized Democratic leaders, saying they are continuing to consider additional tax increases that would impact those same taxpayers and small businesses.
So I ask this body, at what point do we acknowledge the pattern? At what point do we connect the dots between the policies that we pass and the people that we are losing? Because the evidence is no longer abstract, it is measurable, it is significant, and it is ongoing. Ladies and gentlemen, the future has hoofbeats and they are getting louder. The choice before us is simple. Will we listen or will we ignore them? Will we change course or continue down the path that is clearly driving families, businesses, and opportunity out of the state? Ladies and gentlemen, the future is coming. Of that, there is no doubt. What matters now is whether we act or stand still and get trampled by it.
Find out more by visiting this story at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. An upcoming event in Christian County is set to bring some high-impact entertainment just ahead of Mother's Day. The Christian County Mother's Day Mayhem 2026 will take place this Saturday, with activities beginning at 4. Organizers say participant check-in runs from 1 to 4, with the main crashing event scheduled to start at 5. The event, presented by Shaner Promotions, will feature multiple demolition derby classes, including Youth Compact, Gut and Go Compact, Light Weld Compact, Bone Stock Full Size, and a class for minivans, mini trucks, and SUVs. Cash payouts will be awarded across all divisions, with top prizes ranging from several $100s up to $1,200, depending on the class. Organizers note that a minimum of 10 cars is required in each class for maximum payouts. There will also be a Kids Power Wheels event starting at 4, with options to bring your own or use one provided. Angela Olmarsters is the Marketing and Promotions Director for the Christian County Fair. She says this is the debut edition of Mother's Day Mayhem.
an answer to the public. They wanted us to have an additional demo derby. So in conjunction with Shaner's Productions, we are producing the Christian County Mother's Day Mayhem Demo Derby. And it will start check-in at 1 o'clock and the show starts at 5 o'clock. So it's a grandstand event. You can get your tickets at www.christiancountyfair.com. It's going to be a great event. We know that our demo derby during the fair, which is on July 25th on Saturday night, it closes out our fair, and then we usually have a big crowd for that. So we're expecting this is first of the season. We're thinking it's going to be a nice time for people to come out and have fun.
Ole Marsters adds that the event was scheduled this early due in part to the packed event schedule during the actual fair and also to avoid clashing with other major local events.
The fair is continually growing thanks to the fair board and the community wanting, different events and things like that. But people love our demo derby. And so we have been told, can you guys have another demo during fair week? Well, our fair week's pretty full. It's pretty packed. So we're like, no, we can't during fair week, but we definitely can, add another event. And we want to utilize the grounds at the fairgrounds. It's a great, place for people to have events. And this is, like I said, the first of the season. It's free parking to get in, free gate admission. So you would just have to purchase your ticket for the demo derby, and there's different categories for it. They have a youth group, a get-go and compact group, and lightweight compact and others. So the purse is going to be great. It's going to be a great show. And in answer to your question, yes, it's a new event for the fair, but look for new events coming out to the fair.
More information on the Christian County Fair is available at christiancountyfair.com. Angela Ole Marsters appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. And now, a word from First National Bank in Taylorville.
At First National Bank in Taylorville, just west of the square, we've spent 70 years being your local bank. The bank where relationships matter, because we've been part of this community for generations. I'm President Jared Beckham. Life moves fast. Families grow, businesses change, even banks come and go. But one thing stays the same. First National Bank in Taylorville has been here for you and will be here for the next generation too. Serving Taylorville for 70 years, First National Bank in Taylorville. First every time, member FDIC.
Hospital Sisters Health System Home Care is inviting members of the surrounding community to join them in butterfly release ceremonies. The ceremony locations include Shelbyville, Decatur, Effingham, Litchfield, and Springfield. Family and friends are invited to these butterfly releases to celebrate and remember the lives of loved ones who have passed away. During these ceremonies, the names of those being honored with the butterfly release will be read out loud to those in attendance. According to Valerie Engelbart, the Bereavement Services Supervisor for HSHS Home Care, the butterfly release ceremonies are meant to provide a special time for families throughout the local communities to honor their loved ones. The butterfly represents the transformation of the spirit as our loved ones transition from this life. Each ceremony will be held on a different date and time to ensure that all of those who wish to attend get a chance. The following is a list of the dates, times, and locations of the upcoming butterfly release ceremonies. The HSHS Good Shepherd Hospital in Shelbyville will host on Wednesday, May 27th at 4 in the Healing Garden located on the east side of the hospital. HSHS St. Mary's Hospital in Decatur will host on Tuesday, May 19th at 5:30 in the Cancer Center Garden. HSHS St. Anthony's Memorial Hospital in Effingham will host on Thursday, May 21st at 5:30 in the Healing Garden. HSHS St. Francis Hospital in Litchfield will host on Tuesday, May 26th at 5:30 in the Circle Drive by the statue of St. Francis. And HSHS St. John's Hospital in Springfield will host on Thursday, May 28th at 5:30 in the Pavilion Garden. In addition to attending in honor of your lost loved one, HSHS invites community members to personally release a butterfly for your loved one. To personally release a butterfly, you must first reserve your butterfly by calling Valerie Engelbart at 217-685-0702 or by sending an email to valerie.engelbart@hshs.org. The fee to reserve a butterfly is $15 and it must be paid prior to the ceremony. For more details on HSHS, go to hshs.org. And now, a word from Pioneer Winter Canola.
Guess what? You talked me into it. My fields will be golden this year.
Wait, your fields are what?
I'm joining the Certified Winter Canola program from Pioneer and Bunge Chevron Ag Renewables. Didn't you see great results last season?
Oh, yeah. With hybrids bred for Illinois conditions and expert agronomic support from Pioneer, our certified winter canola acres brought in maximum yields and profits.
See? It's a golden opportunity. I'm going to pioneer.com/winter canola to sign up now.
Fourth grade students from across Christian County got a hands-on lesson in conservation and environmental stewardship during a special Conservation Day event. The program, hosted by the University of Illinois Extension at the Christian County Fairgrounds, brought together about 250 students from Pana, Taylorville, and Edinburgh schools. Designed as an outdoor field trip style experience, Conservation Day featured a series of interactive learning stations focused on environmental science, conservation careers, and safety. Students rotated through sessions covering a wide range of topics, including wildlife, soil and water conservation, forestry, fisheries, pollinators, beekeeping, waste management, grain bin safety, and prescribed fire safety. The stations were led by community partners, government agencies, and conservation experts. Participating organizations included iFish Illinois, Illinois Conservation Police, Pheasants Forever, Farm Service Agency, and the Family Beekeepers of Illinois. For more information on future youth environmental programs, you can contact the Christian County Extension Office. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 66-year-old Bradley D. Sellers of Taylorville died on Sunday. Cremation rights have been accorded and no services will be provided. 92-year-old Barbara Jo Fleigel of Taylorville died on Sunday. Visitation is tomorrow from 10 till 11 at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. 3-year-old Reed L. Fiken of Taylorville died on Saturday. Visitation is this Saturday from 10 till noon at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 77-year-old Robert D. McGehee of Taylorville died on Sunday. Visitation is Saturday from 10 till noon at Grace Baptist Church in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at a later date. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 61-year-old Rochelle Ida Shelley Simpson of Springfield died April 28th. A celebration of life will be Saturday from 11:30 till 3:30 at the Aqua Sports Club in Springfield. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 95-year-old Anise Ann Weddle, formerly Gerardi of Kincaid, died April 22nd. A tentative date of service is June 18th at Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. Interment will be at Camp Butler National Military Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. And 79-year-old Gary L. Carr of Bonita Spring, Florida, died March 27th. A memorial service will take place June 27th at 2 at Blue Mound Civic Center in Blue Mound. Burial will be at Hall Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. We're expecting sunny skies today with a high near 73. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 47. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and every hour as well, right here on WTIM, your only local news radio.